Hi, I'm Chris Madsen, the founder of the Music Educators Institute. These courses are the culmination of over 35 years of myself being a teacher after writing 15 method books, and also in alignment with many other teachers, guitar teachers that have worked through the course, used the courses with their own students, and literally thousands of students have gone through these guitar courses. They were first and up until recently have been for Ministry of Education credit courses used across Canada and parts of the States for grade 8 to 12 students to get their high school credits. They're now offered to the general public and are incredibly well designed. They've been tried and true tested through literally thousands of students and upgrades. Now, if you are at home just taking the courses without a need for any high school credits, you can avoid the exams and assignments parts here and just go straight for the lessons. Now, if you do require credits for your courses, you can contact me, Chris at MEIcanada.com. Email me and I'll hook you up with getting the course credits for your high school. So here we go. The courses are designed assuming that the person knows nothing. They're like in a cabin with a guitar sitting in the corner with an out-of-tune guitar and then going right up through from that point. Now, if you have previous experience, you can just jump in wherever you want to start. There are different classrooms, we call them. Each classroom deals with a specific area of music. The first one is basic chords, learning your left hand first position chords, and some strumming patterns with the right hand, along with reading tablature, which is an easy form of communicating musical ideas for guitar. Most of the courses, all of them except for the sight reading course itself, is done in tab because that's by far the most popular for guitar players to get their knowledge from. So at the top here, we have a guitar tuner. There's also tuners online that are really awesome for free. This particular one, it plays the note and then you match it up. And now, so getting started, every classroom has different modules. And this particular one, how to tune the guitar, and we also go through that. Every lesson has a video that goes along with it. So if you're learning parts of the guitar or whatever, let's just click on one here. There'll be the written, whatever is required to communicate. So in this particular one, we have the guitar parts video, and so we just continue like that. At the bottom of the page, you can go back or to the next section. Let's go back. So in the getting started, it's parts of the guitar, tuning your guitar, checkup, and that's on how to set up your guitar and make sure it's easy to play. In my years of teaching, one thing I've noticed is that almost all students coming in, their guitar isn't set up to the sweet spot of making it easy to play. And so by setting up the action, you can make a guitar and your learning experience and playing experience far easier. How to read tab, how to read a chord chart, the common chords, fretboard chart, and how to restring your guitar. they're all part of the getting started. Now, the basic chords and strumming, all of that, we use public domain songs rather than say like Rolling Stones or whatever as a general rule. And the reason is public domain songs, number one, there's not a copyright issue. And number two, pretty well everybody knows the songs. Like, I think anybody taking the course would probably know Whole World in His Hands or Frere Jacques and whatnot. And so let's just click on any one of these here. We'll just grab one so you can kind of see what they look like. So in this particular case, the video will be, you can actually watch somebody playing this song. And we also have MP3s of each song. And so you can hear that and the song and the actual tablature of the song. Da 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 da. So that's how you play it on the guitar, and then the chords for the song and the lyrics. And so each one of the songs is in that order. And so by the time you're down to the bottom here to the power chords, by then you know your 18 or so main chords in first position, how to strum and read the tabs. So the melody lines, which is great. Now the exams, what that's about is if you are taking these courses for credits, then you would take the exams and do the learning outcomes assignments. If you're just doing it for pleasure, don't worry about those. Next course is, now you can bypass these. You know, you can jump all around wherever you want. This particular classroom here deals with reading notes. Some guitar players want to know how to read notes, so we just go through the staff, the 5 lines, every good boy does fine, face, all that stuff, and then how to read notes. Like, let's click on one here. And again, they all have their video with it. And so we would start here with the first string open is E, first fret is F, third fret is G, and then practice with that. And then the next one will be the second string, B, C, D, then the third string, G, A, going up until you know all of the notes on the 6 strings. And then we get into sharps and flats and eighth notes, different timing, rhythm values, dotted notes, rest notes, and whatnot. And then let's go towards the end here, 16th notes. So towards the end here, you would be reading things like this here in notes with. And so with those, that'd be in the key of D with the 2 sharps. So that's that module. And then the third module. Now, when you get these courses, you have access to all of this here. Classroom 3 is basic theory. And this is related to guitar. I wrote this myself, these courses here, and then with quite a few other teachers. At one point, I had a music school with over 400 students, and we had 14 teachers, and the teachers were using all these courses in their daily teaching. And so then we would have teacher meetings and discuss, should we do this? Is there enough data on this particular concept, etc.? And this is the result of all that, years and years of work. So here's the theory for guitar, and beautiful things in here like memorizing the fretboard notes, which is really awesome. And then so under the theory, the next module of that is basics of finger picking. And so rather than strumming the chords, you're finger picking. And then so we start with what's called arpeggios. And then, just a sec here, arpeggios. And then right down to the chords themselves. And then 12-bar chord progression is all these different things here. The rock stuff. What's a 12-bar? Your how to use a pick in this kind of stuff for fast playing. And then some finger picking stuff too. That's a really cool course. And then Classroom 5 is the classical repertoire. And in that, what I've done here is taken the 27 most popular type of classical songs and made nice arrangements that aren't too difficult to play, but yet still sound really good. And did it in tab, which is really nice. And because it's classical, some people like it in notes too. So we have it so that it's in tab or in the notes, both there. And so that's that. And then now some really a lot of the songs that you would recognize when you hear them. And there's literally years of practice here from a beginner onwards. And then after this is open tunings, which is a way of retuning the guitar, and then so that when you just strum it open, it's a chord. And so we go through starting with just drop D tuning, which is lowering the 6th string down to a D note, and then to G tuning, which is what a lot of the blues players and slide players use, etc. And like people like Robert Johnson used a lot of G tuning. And then G minor tuning, D tuning, which is E if you tune it up a tone, C tuning, D minor tuning, C minor tuning, Dagad, and then from there, the whole idea of how you can create your own open tunings. And so there's a lot of beautiful songs in there as well. And then if you are teaching at all, like and just want an introduction thing, what we've done here is basically taken parts of Classroom 2 and 1 and 3 and integrated them into what we call the introductory course. Now, if you are wanting assignments with the courses for credits, down at the bottom we have learning outcomes. And that's what this whole thing is about here. And if there is some support required, we can give you technical support with things specifically dealing with the courses. And that's what the guitar courses look like. And enjoy them. They're incredible. They're a good foundation for learning. And there's so many beautiful things about these courses. One is that they're layered in a way that they're just step by step by step in a nice orderly fashion, and with real clear concepts taught. And enjoy, and happy picking. Take care, and looking forward to hearing from you. Bye now.